And now our hero Link is going to go to Snowhead Temple. I don't know how to get to that temple though. Hey, Olmec, do you have any advice on how I could get to Snowhead Temple?
You could start by running up the stairs to the crypt. Grab the book from the skeletons and pass into the pit of the pendulum.
Hey, that sounds like good advice. So, as we were just told, we want to go to the north and turn into Goron Link to start rolling to get to the temple. You need to roll over some of these gaps, like this one right here. It's a giant ramp, but unfortunately it's kind of hard to control Goron Link when he's rolling. Okay, it's very hard to control Goron Link when he's rolling. Okay, I'm gonna have to be extra careful this time. I'm going to line myself up perfectly with the ramp. That way I can't possibly fail. What? Oh no! I was attacked by a bat. Well, I know one bat who's not getting any presents from Santa Link this year. That's right, Santa doesn't give presents to the bad bats. He only gives presents to the good boys and girls. And I think the bombers are the only boys in this game, so it's only Christmas presents for the bombers this year. Okay, that's good enough. You only have to make 2 jumps as Goron Link. And I'm going to be safe and walk the rest of the way as normal Link. And here we are at Snowhead Temple.
Into Snowhead, into Snowhead, into Snowhead.
You'll notice that Link can't actually go forward in this area. There is something there which is causing a lot of wind that will blow him backwards. Use the lens of truth in order to find out that it is a giant Goron. Well, you know what to do when a Goron's causing you trouble? All you have to do is play him a little bit of music and he goes right to sleep. So play the Goron's lullaby, and BIggoron takes a nap. That was simple enough. I wish more video games had challenges where, instead of fighting your enemies, all you have to do is convince your enemies to take a nap. It's a lot easier. And a lot less violent. And as soon as BIggoron does fall asleep, the game plays unnecessarily dramatic music. And I know it sort of looks like BIggoron fell off a cliff to his death, but don't worry, he's perfectly fine. If you leave this area and come back, BIggoron is going to be sitting there completely unharmed. And now I'm going to use the bunny hood to run up to the top of the temple. You can get through this area as Goron Link, rolling all the time, but as you saw earlier, I'm not very good at rolling. I prefer running just as normal Link. It's a lot safer. Because if you want to roll as Goron Link, you have to roll all the way up here on a trail which is getting narrower and narrower. So unless you're really good at rolling in a straight line, it's probably best to run as normal Link. As you might expect, the entrance to the temple is at the top of the mountain. And here I am at the temple already. Snowhead Temple. Tattle says it's going to take more than average strength to move this thing. Okay, let's call in Santa Claus. Everybody knows that Santa Claus is super strong. We have 3 exits here. One is frozen, one is locked, which must mean we have to go through door number 3. And here Tattle says we want to use Goron Link's rolling powers to roll across. Oh no! Frozen. Okay, make sure to time your roll so you don't get frozen by one of those freezing enemies. Whoops! Missed the jump. Because like I said, Goron Link is kind of hard to control when he's rolling. But I did miss on purpose, because in this area we have 2 fairies, which I was going to get anyway. Okay, where's that fairy? Fairy? Oh, the fairy's not coming to us? Well, that's not very nice. And fairy number 2 is over here. So let me get this fairy, then I'll go back across the lava and try the jump one more time. You have to use Goron Link to get across the lava without being hurt, because Gorons are apparently flame resistant. Who knew? Alright, we found the second fairy. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that one to blow ice. Good. And it stopped blowing ice, which means I can... Whoa! Let's try that one more time. It's interesting that I'm doing such a horrible job of rolling as Goron Link, because guess what? The final boss of this temple, you're going to have to defeat this boss by rolling as Goron Link. So, let's hope that I'm just getting in all my mistakes and failures right now. Okay, good. Here you can go up to this room to get an item. You don't have to go to this room, but I think it has the dungeon map. Ooh, fairy. Wow, that was an easy to find fairy. And like I said, dungeon map. Later on, when you have the fire arrows, you can shoot a fire arrow right up here in order to reach the second floor of the temple. But I don't have fire arrows, so I'll do that later. For now, I'll just go back downstairs and exit through the doorway right over here. And here I am in the main room of the temple. It's the big main room of Snowhead Temple, which is very, very tall. And right there at the top is the boss battle. Now you might notice there's not a whole lot of places for us to go. We can go through this open doorway here. And let me see. This doorway looks frozen. However, there is a lit torch next to it. So, shoot an arrow through the lit torch to open this doorway. And where does the doorway lead? It leads right back here to the first room of the temple. Convenient.